Someday we'll get paid for this.
Hush now, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Just move on up toward your destination, though you may find from time to time complications.
I think the most exciting part about painting is when you're discovering something while you're making it, and those things happen simultaneously. I think poets a lot discover what their poem is about as they're writing it, which is completely a ridiculous idea. I consider myself an abstract painter. I think a lot of people ask me why I'm a painter today. You know, the conversation painting is dead has happened over and over and over again. But I think specifically today, painting has got to be one of the most interesting things to do. I think it's especially in relation to technology within the last 5 years. So this is the moment of Instagram and everyone is scrolling through images, as opposed to maybe even just flipping a magazine is a much slower pace than what we're used to now. The idea of the digital image imparting some kind of freedom on painting has been something I've been thinking about. I usually get to a place in my paintings where it looks too pleasant, and that's when I know there's a last step to make. It's some kind of interference or one last move that makes you question the entire logic of the setting. So if it doesn't have that thing that makes you think twice about what you're looking at, because I'm a big proponent of beauty and illusion, but I am also a realist. I like things that bring you back to reality. Once I have a painting that's, I think, visually interesting, that's pulling the viewer in as much as it's pushing back, then I know that I should stop. I mean, that's the exciting part about abstract painting, is that you look at it and you figure things out and you follow a certain logic and you think it's going to lead somewhere, and then it kind of disintegrates. But you're left with this feeling of, or that maybe the painting has created its own coherence and that you just kind of give in to that. Probably the biggest misunderstanding is when people cling to the actual image that's there and not what it's doing. So, I mean, I think a lot of painters paint still lives, and it's not because they think flowers are the most important thing in the world. It's because they're making interesting paintings.